Hi, boys and girls. This is our second read of Amazing Animals. This is our Lesson 22 anchor text in our newish Unit 5 Journeys Grade 1 textbook. This book is an informational text, so we're just reading facts. These are the facts about these animals, and Gwendolyn Hooks wrote this story. And it I'm going to review the sight words and also introduce the vocabulary with these words, but I'm going to just like have them hidden. Our little word cards are going to be hidden in these pages, and we'll just practice them in context. So let's go ahead and get our fingers out. When you see a big word, put your finger underneath it and read it with me. Okay, so let's go ahead and try that. Oh, my goodness. On these 2 pages, we have 4 words, 1 sight word and 3 vocab words. So put your finger on this word, 8. Like this book is about, or this selection is about 8 animals. Are you putting your finger there? What does this one say? Did you say polar bear? You know what a polar bear is. It's one of those large white bears. He's hiding underneath this picture that lives like in the Arctic or in where it's super cold. Okay, and this word says color. I don't know if you remembered, but the color of their fur is not actually white. It's clear, and it just sort of reflects on the things around it. That was interesting to me. And this says amazing. Amazing, like if you're an amazing animal, you're a wonderful animal. You're just so full of surprises and, you're just amazing. I don't know how to describe it any other way. So let's read them one more time. 8, polar bear, color, and amazing. So right there, right now I should say, we're going to go ahead and read these 2 pages. We're all prepped. Let's do it. Is your finger on this word? Begin. Big eyes, long beak, thick fur, big squeak. Animals get a lot of help as they grow up. Let's find out about 8 amazing animals. Polar bear. A polar bear has thick fur. Each hair is like a tube. The hair has no color, like glass. The sun makes it look white. How does thick white fur help? Okay, let's let her answer the questions. We'll read up to right here and then we'll practice the words. Thick fur helps polar bears stay warm. The color of their fur looks the same as snow. This helps them hide. Okay, before we read this word, let's go ahead and practice it. This says young. Like this little cub is young. And this one says years. For example, it takes many years for the elephants to grow their big tusks, their big teeth. Okay, so now we're going to read. Put your fingers underneath the words. Are you tracking? Ready, go. Where does this cute, young polar bear like to hide? And you can answer that question by looking at the picture. Okay, ready? Elephant. An elephant has a long nose. The nose is called a trunk. It takes many years for an elephant to grow two big teeth. They're talking about the tusks. These teeth are called tusks. How do tusks and a trunk help? Okay, let's read these. This says camel, you know, this kind of animal that's pretty large and has a long neck and a couple humps. I'm going to count that. Should we count that as 1.5 humps? So anyways, this is a camel. Camel. And what does this word say? Learning. Learning. Tricky word because the EA doesn't say E. The EA doesn't say eh. It says nothing. You just cover it up. Read the word. Learning. Learning. Elephants use their tusks to scrape bark off trees. Then they eat the bark. These elephants are learning to use their trunks to get water. Sometimes they will spray water at a friend. So these must be young elephants for them to still be learning how to use their trunks to get water. Okay, ready? And read. Camel. Some camels have one hump. Some have two. All camels have 2 rows of eyelashes. How do humps and thick eyelashes help? They're about to answer that on the next page. We'll read up to here and then we'll look at our words. Ready? A camel's hump has fat inside. On long trips, a camel's body uses the fat for food. A camel's eyelashes keep out the desert sand. Now let's read these words. What does this one say? Baby, like this baby camel. Follow. The baby follows his mom around. Okay, and over here we have the word toes. You know, the small parts that stick out from a duck's foot. Those are the toes. Toes. Okay, let's read. You can read this. This baby camel will follow his mother when the herd goes from place to place. Okay, we're done with camels. We're moving on. What does this say? Duck. A duck is a bird. It has 2 feet, and each foot has 3 toes. A duck has a beak, too. That's the beak. How do feet and a beak help? Ducks use their feet to swim in the water or walk on land. They use their beak to eat plants and bugs. Look, this duck uses her beak to clean her friend. Right, giraffe. Read with me. A giraffe has spots. A giraffe has a long neck. How do spots and a long neck help? Oh. A giraffe's spots help it hide. A giraffe's long neck helps it reach the leaves of trees. This giraffe's long neck helps her reach her baby. She gives him a big kiss. Oh, so it's a him. I didn't know. Wasn't paying attention last time. What does this chapter heading say? Porcupine. A porcupine has soft quills when it is born. The quills get sharp in a day or two. How do quills help? How do quills help? Okay. Oh my goodness, I should have put the word porcupine on the other page, but you knew how to read it already. What does that say? Porcupine. Those are those animals that have long quills on them. And this word says begins. When you start to do something, you begin to do it. Begins. Ready to read? Thank you for tracking and keeping your motor running while you practice. Ready, go. Quills help keep a porcupine safe. If an animal begins to come too close, the porcupine backs into it. The sharp quills hurt. Quills tell this cub to stay away. This says turtle. A turtle has a shell that is very hard. How does a hard shell help? Okay, let's go ahead and read this word. This word says until. Until. Are you putting your finger underneath it? What does it say? Until. Okay, I'll put this over here, and that word's right here. So let's read this page, and we'll come back and read this one. A turtle can hide inside its shell from an animal that may hurt it. The turtle waits until the animal goes away. Then the turtle comes back out. You're safe now, turtle. And, this word and this word are the same word. What do you think it says? Dolphin. It says dolphin. Here are a couple of dolphins. Dolphin. A dolphin's tail has two parts called, what are the two parts called? Flukes. A dolphin has two flippers. 1, 2. How do tail flukes and flippers help? Well, they can swim really fast and they can turn. It also has, this is a fin up here. It's not a flipper. It's called a dorsal fin. Sort of like a shark has a dorsal fin. Dolphins have dorsal fins. A dolphin flips its tail flukes up and down to swim fast. It uses its flippers to turn to the left or right. These two dolphins swim away fast. Who will be first? Have fun, dolphins! And I think it's sort of funny how this book just ended like that. It seems like they would have had some kind of closing, but that's the way it is. So that's all for today. Thank you for reading. I hope you learned some words. Till next time. Bye.